Running back for the Indian Valley Braves, Grady Kinsey.
If you don't like the way that young man plays football, then you don't like football.
Grady Kinsey is as advertised if you haven't seen him play in person.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not that tall. I'm doing more.
What's up, guys? We just got done with our Thanksgiving practice. It was super exciting. There was a bunch of people there. It's kind of been a goal for our program to make it that far. And Coach Lank always talks about, making it to Thanksgiving morning, having practice on Thanksgiving morning. So it was just, it was an awesome and almost surreal feeling being able to go out there and actually practice in this cold weather and be excited and go in and, talk to some of the alumni after, all the people that were there. So it was just it was a cool experience, and at the same time it wasn't a sideshow for all the people. We had to get it done, get our walkthroughs in and get our final touches on the week, and ultimately put the hay in the barn for maybe a barn burner, maybe a low scoring game. We don't know yet with this Cincinnati Taft team on Friday, so it should be a good one. Okay.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. You guys are just coming from the Thanksgiving practice, I assume, which is technically in the future, but I assume that it was fun. That's something that we've been looking forward to for years. It's something that Coach has written down on every single scouting report about how our goal of practicing on Thanksgiving practice is being affected right now on how we play. And it's something that we've always, I don't want to say dreamt about, but wanted to shoot towards at Indian Valley. So that was super exciting, and it's a blessing to be able to be one of the 3 teams, along with some great teams with teams coached by Coach Ift and Coach Wallach and Garraway, and teams that make it to the Final Four from Tuscarawas County, because I believe we're the 3rd team, and none of them made it into the state championship game. So that's a huge opportunity we have this Friday. And anyway, talk about Coach Ift. He just retired. He just had a great career. So much respect for that guy. And I wish him his best, and just big shout out to him, because he's obviously a great coach and a legend throughout the area. So anyway, we just had our week 14 game against St. Clairsville, which was game planning. They're huge physical team. They actually had a guy go down, Dino Burke. It was very good skill play for them, a running back. He went down the week before, and it looked kind of like a serious injury. He ended up not playing. So, we're just praying for him and, hoping for a speedy recovery for him, because, that's just something you never want to see with kids like that. But anyway, going into the game, I think we felt good. I think we had a good week of practice. Other than we had some shenanigans on Tuesday. Coaches weren't very happy. But other than that, we had a great week of practice. And we ended up just going out there and performing the best I think we've played all year. We ended up basically blowing out a team was pretty good, 13-0. The number 1 seed in our region. Went out and we beat them like 48-7 or something like that. I think that might be one of my only scores this year that I've gotten right. Maybe I didn't get it right, I don't know. But it was something in that area. I think the defense played good. I think the offense played good. I think the special teams played good. I think the fans were good. We actually had it was the first thing it was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. It was kind of pre-planned but not shared. It was a reverse send-off for whenever we won, like after. It was basically a send-off where we're getting escorted. Like, everybody had to ride the bus home. It was super exciting. It was awesome. Everybody rode the bus home, and we got picked up by police cars and fire trucks and stuff. And there was a bunch of cars behind us, and we went back to our field, and there was probably a few hundred people there. It was awesome. And we talked on the microphone.
And I just want to thank everybody for being here. It's really amazing the type of community we have. I just think that it's awesome, looking back, seeing all the cars in front of us, all the people, on the side of the road. They were, cheering for us and everything. I think it's just great, and we're appreciative of everything. Go Braves! Michael Williams, sophomore, would love to say some words. Janae, this is for you. I just want to say thank you all. And how about that rain? Oh yeah, I just want to say thanks to everybody that come out, and it's awesome to give these coaches a regional championship. It's something I've never really done.
And everybody's excited, and we had the band playing. It was awesome. So I think that's just a testament to, our coaches, our administration. We have an administration member back here at Kinsey. I don't know if he wants to talk on the mic or anything, but not tonight. Our fans and our players and our coaches and our band and our whole community. All right, so this is one of the most exciting plays of this game. I think this was... Okay, so it was 0-0 at this point. I think they go 3 and out, then we go 3 and out. We punt it to them, and they're inside their 20-yard line. And you see Riker Williams, our quarterback, gets into the backfield, swipes the ball out of the way. I think it was tuck rule. I think this should have been a fumble, and that's how they let it play. The refs, I think it was a good call by the refs to let it play out. And you see here, Caden Riggs picks it up, takes it into the end zone, ball up in the air, and the refs signal for a touchdown. But they end up coming together for a meeting and determining that they were just going to call it an incomplete pass. And I think it ended up still being 4th down. They punted it away. But it kind of felt like they caught a break right there. And I was like, especially at that point, whenever it's 0-0, you can think, oh, that might end up being critical in a close game like this. But we ended up making up for it, and I don't think Caden Riggs was too bummed out by his touchdown getting taken away. This ended up being our first score of the night. This is probably one of my favorite offensive plays. I think this is one of those plays where it wasn't, I didn't think of anything. It was kind of just your body takes over and you just do something. It was a direct snap to me, basically an isolation play. And I get kind of hung up by this defensive tackle who, by the way, kid was only a sophomore. He was huge, had a full beard. Craziest thing I've ever seen. He was probably 6'4", 300 something, just huge, big kid. And I kind of got hung up on him, broke through, and I started stumbling right here. Safety comes down, boom, and then came up. I saw Carson right there, and I knew I had to get him a clip. I started going like this. He got actually some good pictures from that. I was appreciative of that. Cut. All right, so this was probably our biggest play of the night, our biggest swing play of the night. So we ended up it's right after we scored, so it was 7-0. And Riker kind of gets a free release here at the bottom of the screen. Just a big hit on the quarterback. Boom. Ball goes flying in the air. Eric Golder jumps up, spin move. He's off to the races. Caden Riggs trying to lay down a block for him. Doesn't quite get there. This was scary. Eric put his hands up in the air and dropped the ball. Looked kind of close to the goal line. I think he was obviously in, but that's just something that's like moving forward. We're like, dude, you got to hold on to that thing. But anyway, it was so exciting. And I think Eric goes on to make some more plays this game, and it was just super exciting. He did end up picking the ball up here at the end. So even if he did drop it early, it was still a touchdown. But that was just a huge play, and I think that set the tone for the rest of the game of, we're here to make plays and here to win and everything. So this was a really cool play. I ended up throwing, I think Jackson ended up getting caught here. But he catches it. Boom, good throw by Riker. Oh, a little move on this guy. Most graceful thing I've ever seen Jackson Burchard do. He kind of just puts that foot in the ground. And then I'm thinking, this is what Coach Birch was saying too. Jackson, you got to get to the pylon here, dude. Open grass in front of you. But I think he wanted to go in and make a show for all the fans and stuff. He goes in and tries to put another move on. Ends up getting tackled. But it ended up being a big gain. We don't mind it whenever something like that happens. We end up getting tackled on a big play because it ends up running the clock and working in our favor. Here we're back to Riker sling and pill, as Coach Pete would say. It was a great run fake by the O-line here. And I think I had a good fake too. The safety actually came down and blitzed. I was in the backfield and safety tried to tackle me. And I thought that was funny. Riker just drops back, stays calm, deep ball to Golder. Golder ends up making it into the end zone. Doesn't drop the ball this time, just puts the finger up in the air. Pretty good chest bump here. Bang, Colt James. Everybody's excited at this point. I think this is where kind of started snowballing on St. C. And they started to realize, hey, these guys are good. Even though they're half our size. As we walked out there with the captains, it was like all four of their captains are bigger than our biggest guy. Me and Hunt Peter standing there, both 5'8". I'm like, what? These guys are huge. All right, so this was the final nail in the coffin here. I don't know if they scored on our second team guys at the end of the game. I don't know if it was before or after this, but this was the beautiful play by Kyler Vosick, who was a far side corner on this play. It was just a pass play to his side. He goes, breaks on the ball, catches it, kind of bobbles it, and just outruns everybody for about 40, 50 yards into the end zone. And you can tell guys are super excited for a touchdown whenever they sprint all the way across, all the way horizontally across the field in the end zone. And that's one of those touchdowns where it means more than just if one of your routine skill guys scores a touchdown compared to a guy that I don't think Kyler scored a varsity touchdown yet before this. So I'm sure you'll have many more in the next few games this year, next year. But it was just super exciting seeing all them guys celebrate and just celebrate a big play like that. All right, so anyway, week 14, greatly successful week for Indian Valley. Ended up winning 48-7, like I said before. I had a good game. I had 3 touchdowns for 167 or 170 yards, something like that. Defense played well. I think that's where people kind of had their, this is Indian Valley's soft spot. Their defense isn't good. Their defense lets everybody score on them. But then I think we've kind of tightened it up these last few playoff games and held 2 great offenses to bad games against us in the last 2 games. So anyway, it's about time for me to sign off. It's me and Carson. It's late night, working in the lab, 10:40. I don't got school tomorrow. It's going to be Thanksgiving break. But anyway, I got to keep my circadian rhythm, as Coach Lank would say. I have to keep that in check, make sure I'm going to bed at a steady time every single day. So anyway, thanks for watching. Go Braves. And if you want to keep watching more football content, stay watching. Boom!